Who's next?
Gary Flynn.
Would you please welcome Gary Flynn once again to the stage, please?
Go Gary! Go Gary!
And then afterwards, I'm going to do my little set.
That's awesome.
Before I do my piece, I have a picture of a potato chip tin so that everyone can see.
I don't want to hand it to me.
You'll see this tin on the video, whether it's on the Flint Underground YouTube channel or on Comcast Channel 17 in this presentation. But before I do my presentation, let's try that jingle. Now, there's 3 chorus lines. The first one is, on the Paramount Potato Chips, bright red sack. The second line is, so they're delicious and so nutritious. And the final line is, Paramount Potato Chips. So let's try this. Reach stranger for Paramount Potato Chips. I'm Slim Chipley, the guy you see.
And the Paramount Potato Chips bright red bags.
I'm the flavor deputy, baking crispness in every sack.
They're delicious and so nutritious.
Yes, sirree, they're chips.
Paramount Potato Chips.
Okay, we'll do this again in the course of my presentation and probably an encore afterwards. So, here's my lost industry piece for Lost Flint about Paramount Potato Chips. Around 1949, Edward S. Duane founded the Paramount Potato Chip Company at G3300 South Dordt Highway in what was then Burton Township, now the city of Burton. It manufactured potato chips and offered tours of their plant. In 1958, Robert N. Johnson, who was working as a plant manager at Buckeye Potato Chips in Columbus, Ohio, moved to Flint and bought the Paramount Potato Chip Company. In 1962, the company moved to a newly constructed plant in the city of Flint, just east of South Dordt Highway at 2727 Lippincott Boulevard. Heavily advertising on TV, radio, and newspapers, Paramount Potato Chips prospered in the 1960s, doubling its output in a mid-1960s expansion, enhanced by a potato chip mascot cowboy named Slim Chipley, who was inspired by the Buckeye Potato Chips mascot. His cowboy garb was inspired by Johnson's son Clark, who was going through a cowboy stage as a child. The bright red package bore the words, Slim Chipley says, reach for full flavor. Old-timers may recall this jingle. Reach, stranger, for Paramount Potato Chips. I'm Slim Chipley, the guy you see.
On the Paramount Potato Chips bright red box.
I'm the flavor deputy, protecting crispness in every pack. They're
delicious and so nutritious.
Yes, sirree, they're pips.
Paramount Potato Chips.
Yay!
Paramount Potato Chips.
Because potato chips are by nature a delicate product to produce and distribute, potato chip manufacturers initially marketed only to local and regional areas. Paramount was marketed in Flint and surrounding areas in a 50-mile radius, including Saginaw and Lansing. One notable competitor was Detroit-based Nicolay Dancy Inc., which marketed New Era potato chips. They expanded outside Michigan, but to do that, they opened branch factories to manufacture potato chips outside Michigan to become a regional powerhouse. In 1958, the maker of Fritos corn chips bought Nicolay Dancy for $4 million. In 1961, Frito merged with potato chip maker H.W. Lay & Company to create Frito-Lay. The New Era brand was phased out by the mid-1960s in favor of Lay's potato chips. This helped to make Lay's a national potato chip brand, causing headaches for the local and regional companies such as Paramount. In the 1980s, 2 major manufacturers, food supplier Borden and beer brewer Anheuser-Busch, tried to muscle into the potato chip market with Borden and Eagle Snacks respectively. That put a premium on shelf space, which did not help the smaller chip makers. Both Borden and AB were ultimately unsuccessful and both exited the snack food business in the 1990s. A series of setbacks starting in the 1980s led to Paramount's demise. First was the loss of business from Meijer and Kroger, along with other private label companies. Private label contracts, I should say. Then in 1991, a major buyer, Hamdi Brothers Food Markets, went out of business, and Paramount lost a sex discrimination lawsuit in which the company was ordered to pay more than $192,000 to several female employees. On April 9th, 1992, 22 Teamster members went on strike after they lost their medical benefits when the company failed to pay health insurance premiums. After they lost their medical benefits when the company failed to pay health insurance premiums. I think I repeated that line. Then on Tuesday, April 14th, the Paramount Potato Chip Company closed after NBD Bank seized Paramount assets and throwing 40 employees out of work. Bay City-based Made Right Potato Chips hired several of the Paramount drivers, and the shelf space the Paramount Chips had was taken up by Made Right Chips. The following June, the Detroit-based makers of Better Made Potato Chips bought the rights to market Paramount Potato Chips, including the Slim Chipley mascot. Distribution was limited because Made Right had already taken over shelf space. In 1994, Better Made bought Made Right, converting the Made Right plant into a distribution warehouse and expanded Better Made marketing to cover most of Michigan. In 2008, the Genesee County Community Action Agency bought the former Paramount Potato Chips plant at 2727 Lippincott for $1 million, and it now houses Genesee County Community Action Resource Department. Thanks to readers of the Flint Expatriates website for their memories of Paramount Potato Chips. Now let's try the jingle one more time. Reach, stranger, for Paramount Potato Chips. I'm Slim Chipley, the go you see.
And the Paramount Potato Chips, bright red pack.
I'm the flavor deputy, protecting Christmas in every pack.
They're delicious and so
Potato chips in my
nutritious. Yes,
sack.
sirree.
Yes, sir, they're chips.
Paramount Potato Chips. Yay!
Thank you very much. Next time I should have my ambitious section about General Motors downsizing. This is an ambitious one. I'm still working on it. I just finished Butte City, and next stop I should finish up Chevy in the Hole.
Yeah.
Thanks again.